Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's good, what's cracking? It's your girl, KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is Tuesday morning. It's March 10th and it's 3:52 in the a.m. I don't know about you guys, but since the time change, the day seems to be moving a bit faster. You know, I looked up yesterday and it was like over. And then I'm sitting in the bed like I don't have good sense and playing games on my phone and, laughing at videos and whatnot. And it's time to go to bed because I get up at the crack of dawn. But I didn't log on to say that. I'm going to get serious for a moment. And I know I'm just bracing myself in my seriousness because I know I'm going to get some crap for this video. Now, I've gotten caught in an algorithm for the LGBTQI community, and that's LGBTQIA. I just like the way LGBTQI sounds. It's so français, and it's so, I want to say, humorous to me. Anywho, people have been spending a lot of time trying to define mask presenting, stud, STEM. Yeah, that's the kind of algorithm I've gotten caught in. And some of it has been pretty informative if you're not familiar with the terms. And some of it is just downright, I'm like on my side laughing. But there have been a couple of angry posts and responses to some of the definitions of some of the people who have posted. First, I want to say, the community loses respect when it fights amongst themselves. Like any community. I'm not just going to single out the LGBTQI community. Any community, when you fight amongst yourselves, the worldview, if you will, changes. So you need to consider that. But based on these angry rants and name calling, I'm looking at things with a side eye. It's like, what is really going on here? It's like a marginalized community is marginalizing within their own marginalization. How does that work? I'm asking for a friend. How does that work? But, in folks trying to define who they are and flexing on that definition, I want to say there's a checkout on reality because you lose the essence of who you are in trying to define who you are and thereby becoming a caricature. This is traditional stud behavior. This is what I'm going to do. Where's your flavor? Where's your essence? Who are you really? How do you show up? What does love mean to you? What does a same gender loving relationship mean to you? Especially when there's pressure outside, that comes into your home. That home should be a place of, I want to say, Zen, sacred healing. I have a lot of friends, who require you to take your shoes off before you come in their home. Now, it's a habit that on some levels gets annoying. I understand shoes are nasty, but yeah. There should be Never mind, I don't even want to digress. But, you know, your home should be a place where you take your mental shoes off. You know, and a partner is just that. You know, the body language, the cues, the nonverbal cues. A partner should be able to pick up on that and say, okay, we need healing today. Or we need space today. You know, and that's the dynamic I see in long-term relationships. You know, the what I like to call bedroom acrobatics, at some point in time in life may not be possible. Then what is your relationship based on? Because I hear a whole lot of people getting caught up in that mindset. Well, they do da-da-da-da-da. Is that the foundation of your relationship? What happens when they're no longer able to do? What happens when health fails? What happens when there's some outside influence? Are you mature enough to have that conversation? Hey, I see this happening. Can we talk about it? You know, can you be held accountable? See, I know I irritate folks because I'm going to ask a bunch of questions until I am satisfied with the answer. You know, you can tell me the science behind anything, but until I understand it or even get like a remedial grasp of it, I am not going to be satisfied. You know, and if it's something that you're into and I'm asking about it, is your response going to be the final answer? Yeah, because I've also seen folks, that's it and that's all. So where do I go with this information? Now, in relationships, everybody should have an outside interest. But is this outside interest taking away from the relationship? Can you recognize it? Can you hear it? Can you hear about it? And are you willing to compromise? See, it's the little things that we let fall by the wayside, and it becomes a big thing, and then we're not prepared to deal with it, and all bets are off. Everybody's now taking positions in their bunkers and, you know, trying to battle it out. Yeah. So the question on one of the videos is posed: what are you looking for in a relationship? Maturity, loyalty, accountability, and compromise. Maybe that is too much to ask. I hope not. But from what I'm seeing, from the general populace, it might be.